dudes. My name is Joe Jenkins. I like to play guitar and I like to read comic books. I'm going to take a different approach with the channel here. As I'm sure you could probably tell looking back at some of my older videos. I did a lot of guitar playing, a lot of reviewing different pieces of musical gear. Going to get more in touch with my inner nerd and delve more into the realms of comic books and other things nerd related. I will keep playing guitar. So to my guitar playing viewers, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoy. To the comic book fans, I hope you enjoy the guitar playing as well. Sorry about chopping my head off here. I'm having all sorts of focusing problems with this stupid phone. Yeah, two quick disclaimers here. One is I'm shooting up on a potato known as a Samsung S9, which sucks, but it does what it does. Second disclaimer is that I am not a lifelong comic book fan. I don't have the depth of knowledge that many people do. I'm a lifelong fan of the characters. Love Superman, love Batman, love Spider-Man, the other usual suspects. Just never really got too much in comic books. Love the animated series, love the toys, love everything else related to them. Just never really gotten into the books as much. My son recently turned 5. He is a massive superhero fan. And then as he's reading his books, I was peeking over his shoulder. Next thing you know, I'm picking up a couple of the books that he wasn't reading. Next thing you know, I'm a huge fan. Specifically, The Death of Superman. That story really got me. Love that story. So over the last couple weeks here, I've been grabbing little comics here and then when I can. I do not have a local shop. So as far as going out and finding comics I can't. I can go on eBay, Instagram, other things like that, and find cool comics. But when it comes to my local shop here, I can only really get the cheap 50-cent stuff, no keys. Because my local shop also doubles as a pipe shop, as I'm sure most of you have as well. So first things first, to the guitar playing fans, Fender Stratocaster, going into a Line 6 Helix on the floor here with a PRS Archon amp patch. Sounds like this. Sounds pretty good. So that's enough of that. I'm going to set the guitar down here. Once again, sorry about the focusing. This phone is absolutely driving me crazy. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple of these books that I got. Nothing special. Some cool covers. First up, and I can't really hold these up too far either, once again because of the focus. Agent Liberty, #1. Big fan of the CW shows. Love Supergirl, love Flash, love Arrow. So if you've watched those shows, you might be aware that Agent Liberty is the villain for the first half of Supergirl. I suspect he probably will not be the villain for the second half, as they announced that they're going to bring on Lex Luthor, which is cool. Next up here, Fantastic Four, Giant Size Spectacular, #12. Like I said before, don't know too much about these. Really cool double-sided cover here. Love that cover. Another disclaimer is that I am not a collector in the sense of these will not be museum pieces by the time I'm done with them. My kids are going to read them. I'm going to read them. They're going to get passed around. So if you see me mauling these books here, don't cringe too hard, because I'm gonna tear them up as I'm reading them anyways. So nothing here too valuable. Next up is Hit Girl issue 2. Really liking this cover here. John Romita Jr., Mark Millar. Love the Kick-Ass movies. Just getting into Hit Girl. Can't wait to check this one out. Next up is Namor. I have a really old Submariner comic that I may end up getting slabbed at some point, but this one is just a cheap 50-cent book that I plan on reading through here. Got a cool cover with some dinosaurs and stuff on it, so can't wait to check that out. Next up is Nova. If I see anything with Spider-Man on the cover, I tend to grab it. My son is absolutely obsessed with Spider-Man, so I usually try to pick up anything I can with Spider-Man on it. I love Nova, the character. I really hope that they involve him more in the MCU. Next up, speaking of Spider-Man here, we got Silver Sable in the Wild Pack #1. Spider-Man on the cover as well. Rumors of a TV show, movie, I'm not sure exactly. I figured I'd pick it up and just see what happened. Really cool shiny cover on that too. I don't want to piss off my phone any more than I already did, but really cool cover. Can't wait to read that one. Speaking of characters that my son loves, She-Hulk, the sensational She-Hulk #32, Jenny to the Center of the Earth. Awesome cover. Oops, sorry. Lots of glare. Awesome cover with her falling to the center of the earth. Can't imagine what happens in this story. I'm guessing she probably falls to the center of the earth. And then finally here I got Spider-Man Media Blizzard 3 of 3. Doesn't look like the story is going to blow me away or anything, but as I've said 20 times now, Spider-Man's on the cover. I'm probably going to buy it. So that's all that I got yesterday. Nothing special. This isn't me like breaking down my weekly comics or anything like that. This is more just an introduction to what the channel is going to be in the future. I'm going to try to do more with comic books as well as with music. Not doing this full time. I have 3 kids. I have a family. I can't devote the time necessary that many of you do, and I fully respect you for that. I'm just going to chip in little videos here and then when I can. Usually always in the chats, so if you see me in some of the live streams, stuff like that, make sure you say hi. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, if you liked the video, help me get it out there a little bit. Any tips, any pointers? I understand that the video quality, the audio quality isn't the best. I don't have lighting, I don't have stuff like that, which I'm totally fine with. But anything related to ways to present the comics, ways, different tips and tricks, I would appreciate any advice that you could give me. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to end it by playing you off a little bit here, a little bit more guitar playing here. Once again, thanks for sticking around. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. My name's Joe Jenkins. Rock on.